Happy Tuesday, boys and girls. My name is Jeffery Scott Mitchell, coming to you live from the ultimate remote location. The ultimate remote location, that which bred and raised and created that which we know is Jeffery Scott Mitchell, Jeffery TV, P-Funk 1, Pure Funk. I love it back here. I do. I love it back here. And literally, I said this before, but even the sidewalks, the pavement, the curbs, the old building, any building that was here when I was growing up, any architecture or building that was here when I was growing up, even though it may be repurposed or rebranded, you can see the essence of it. This stuff is just deep in my soul, deep in my psychic, or deep in my memory, or I don't know how you want to put it, deep in my makeup. This is new, as you can tell. It's emergency room, children's emergency room or something. I forget what it's called, urgent care, children's, Akron Children's Hospital. I should know it, I've been there. Had to take granddaughter there after the accident in Southern Park Mall. See those buildings over there? They were there in the 70s. And walking this street, I'll stop sometimes and look in the window. And this one I just did today. As I walked in the window, you walked up on the doors. You see the wooden doors and the handles and legacy stuff from, I guess, from my childhood. From my childhood. I love it back here. I love visiting back here. I keep thinking, the possibility of me retiring back here, which pretty much everybody in my family believes this is an absolute no. It's like no way in hell. And they're probably saying they'd be better off if I didn't. They may think that I would be so unhappy or disgruntled that I would cause problems for the rest of the family, and they would rather not hear it. But yeah, who I am, what I've become, the people around me who see that and, evaluate that or, have their opinions about that, maybe it's a good chance they see things that I don't see. It's a good chance pedestrians get no respect. Pedestrians get absolutely no respect. You see that? They run past you like you a car. Like I'm supposed to stop. Pedestrians have to ride away, not you. So I just give them the right way. I don't even, if there's a question of who's supposed to go, me or the car, I just stop and turn around, walk backwards, give them all the room, turn around, don't even look. Don't even give them the option to tell me to go. I just take that away. Especially if they pull, because a lot of times cars will come zooming to the corner without even looking for a pedestrian. And I can't say I blame them, because they're probably not used to pedestrians. So I understand. Let's just say that, I understand. Let's just say I understand. You can tell this building was here from the 70s. Let's just say I understand it, and they renovated it. You can see how they renovated the front of it. I think they renovated this 30 years ago, 20, 30 years ago. It used to be a Sparkle Market. They renovated the front and put the brick on it. But you can see how it looked on the side. All of this stuff. These people will run you over, though. These people will run you over. In fact, a pedestrian got hit and killed almost right by on this street closer to where my daughter, really close to where my daughter lives. Where I'm staying at. Got hit and killed, 35-year-old person. These people don't, you know, you got to hold your own. So this guy did good. This guy saw me coming, he stopped way back. But he on his phone. He on his phone, so, you know, I love this place back here. You know, and here's another thing I was looking at. Now this, it was probably here, but it looked like it's been renovated. So I'm sure this was here in the 70s, but you can see it's been so renovated, you don't get the feel of it. But I was looking over here at this sandwich factory, and I think it's been there for, you know, a long time, 20, 30 years at least, I'm thinking. You know, I can Google find out. But it made me think, see, this is an old one. You can see this has been here for a while. The door, you see the architecture. This definitely has been here for a while. See the old style doors. See the sandwich factory over there. I was thinking, there's a lot of places to eat back here. There is a lot of places to eat back here. And, you know, you got Uptown Pizza, you're right there, you got Dairy Queen. I mean, you just got a lot of places to eat. And this isn't even the eating part. This isn't even nowhere near where all the eating places are. This is just like scattered places, you know, that happen to be established in this area. But I was thinking there's a lot of places to eat, and I think I actually saw an article where they said Youngstown, this area was like one of the best places to retire or something, you know, because of so many restaurants per thousands of people, how many food opportunities. That and the food back here is made a certain way. That's the old Dairy Queen. I think I got the new Dairy Queen on this video. That's the old one that moved up the street. That's been there for a long time. And so, and they talk about, you know, how many food places they have per thousand. And there's a lot of good food here. There's a lot of good eating. And it's a different style of eating than California. Food is made differently. Pizza tastes different. I guess the sauces, or some people say it's the water and the dough, or whatever it is. Food, when I come back here, it's hard. I just want to try everything. And I was walking up here, I was like, I got to try that sandwich factory. You know, I usually do my Wedgewoods and my Bellarias, you know. This is Sam Eatery. It's a franchise place from the South, where they do Creole kind of food. On South Avenue, you know, we tried that, it was okay. You know, they got a soul food place. Funny thing is too, one of the main restaurants here, one of the main ones, C Staples, it was here when I was growing up. I never been there. I never been there. I used to always go to Foy's. We was riding around doing our stuff at night, hanging out, and then we wanted to get something to eat. We'd always go to Foy's. I would go to Foy's, they would go to C Staples. I don't know where I got money from, but I guess I had some money. But, so and C Staples I went to, I just want to try all these food places, which leads me to what I also wanted to talk about, my eating habits back here. When I come back here, I'm out of control. I'm just out of control. And it starts off with my routine and ritual, Spalker Market, get my ham salad. Then I gotta get my candy while I'm there. And I gotta get my cookies or whatever. At least this time I got salad fixings and raw chicken and I made some chicken thighs. And I'm learning about chicken thighs. I'm learning how to do it. Black people, you ain't gotta overcook your chicken thigh. That Midas has been here for a long time. You can tell. I love the signs too. I love the legacy signs. I do. The old, from back in the day, even this one like this, you can tell it's been here for a while. Then of course, you can see the Sunoco gas station. We said Sunoco's, Ohio. That emblem is etched in my memory. But the food back here, and I'm just out of control. I mean, at least back home, I guess in my environment, I can control myself a lot better. Here, I can't. It's just like, oh. You know, it's like I need it, food is my pacifier back here. Like there's something missing that I need to replace. And I use food to do that when I get off work. And I gotta watch that, because I don't want my weight to go back up. I was 217.8. It was up to 219.8 last night when I went to bed. It was almost 220, that's ridiculous. There was a time where that weight was 213 or something. Look at this guy, you see? It was like when that weight was like 213 or something. At night, you know, that way, 213, 214, I was up to like 220. And that's, you know, I gotta just watch it, because next step, be really out of control. And it's definitely a pacifier, or definitely a comfort for whatever reason, maybe for not being at home, not being in my environment, that I look to that reward. And I look to that reward after work, even at home. But here, you know, just get in my chair, put on my podcast, sit there, and it's just so wonderful. And I gotta go in and get the rest of that stuff. I gotta curb that. I gotta curb that eating. I gotta do something about that. I don't wanna put it all back on. Especially before I go back to the Funkteers Ball. Got almost like a week. I guess it's only 1 week. Today's Tuesday, about a week and a half before the Funkteers Ball. There you go. See, you didn't even look. You didn't even look out. They just run you over. They'll run you down. You gotta watch out. It's like they got the right of way, you don't. And they try to act like they don't see you. Yeah, I gotta do something about it before it get out of hand. Right now it's kinda out of hand, but it could be, when I get back today, I'll probably be 215 something, which is horrible, but recoverable. Well, all of it's recoverable, but you know what I mean. Should be shooting on a bigger, I should change this so I can shoot on a bigger, higher resolution, because a lot of this stuff I want to keep, you know. I don't want it at 640 by 360. I want to be able to have a nice, if I got to make screenshots of this stuff, this is, you know, legendary. This is precious footage that I'm getting of my city. Love this place. Especially they building this reservoir thing here. I really should stop, turn it on high res, and do what I got to do here, because I love a good before and after. When they get done with this, have a little 640 by 360, whatever, picture. I'm gonna be mad. But that's something I know I'm always talking about my eating, my weight, and I like to obsess about it, and I like to be over dramatic about it. There's no doubt about that. But I do have to control that. I don't want to give it all back. Because I was at 210. When I landed Saturday morning, I was at 210. And I got sick of, it's something about, I can't eat. And when I fly, I gotta fly on empty stomach. Because it's been getting to the point where I start feeling like I'm getting sick, start getting the sweats, like I'm gonna throw up and pass out. And I ate a hamburger and some french fries, I think like at 7:30 or something like that, at home. And I figured that would be enough. See, this dude ain't even looking. He didn't even see me. And they gonna act like, see how they do you? And he worked for Amazon. I can write him up. And so, and I'm on the airplane, my stomach started doing it, started getting the sweats. Felt like I was gonna throw up and pass out again. So I started squirming around, trying to get comfortable. Ended up like laying down halfway. Cause I had the whole row to myself, so I ended up laying down and was able to let it pass and actually get some sleep. But it's like I can't eat nothing. If I'm gonna fly, I can't have nothing in my stomach. So I gotta watch that. Maybe it's the way, but I had on sweats, so it shouldn't have been nothing too much across my waist. But the seatbelt may be sitting up, or maybe my posture, the way I was sitting up, digestion or something. Because when I laid down, it got better. Those buildings been there. Kenny Shoes and Robert Hall. The old gas stations. Love those. The old gas station buildings. The old signs. Yeah, so I gotta watch my eating. And also I wanted to say, and maybe in this TikTok age, or age where people are saying the things that people usually don't say, more so. Ooh, the smell of dry cleaning. Dry cleaners here I walk by. They got the doors open. You smell the dry cleaning. Windows open. This thing been here for a couple years now. I went up there and took a couple pictures on the inside. At Kent State, been like that for a couple years. There's Robert Hall's, used to be Robert Hall and Kenny Shoes. Used to go there. Old style signs. Youngstown Dance Supply. Get into the, can I say the older part of the city? The closer you get to the south side of Youngstown, the less renovated and invested it is. And you can even go farther deep in there where it's not even safe. See, where I'm walking from, behind me, Boardman is probably the liveliest, most energetic businesses and lights, and energy. And I said, Boardman's so nice that if they had an attraction, they could be a tourist destination. I gotta figure out what this baklava stuff is. Baklava I'm seeing a lot of it. I'm gonna have to Google to find out exactly what it is. This used to be Family Video, as I remember. Remember the video? Renting videos and DVDs and all that was big. Used to have big, giant, huge stores just to go rent videos. Wow, seemed like a long time ago, don't it? Oh, I was gonna talk about granddaughter. I'm gonna tell y'all, nowadays, you know, it's not so much of a taboo anymore to say that for a parent or for anybody to say that they need a break from toddlers. You need a break from children. They will wear you out. Granddaughter will wear you out and not have any remorse or concern about it. She'll look at you, what? And go on to the next thing. And expect you to come and be involved. And you want to be involved. You don't want to stifle it. You want to participate because it's genuine. You know, she don't mean no harm. You know, she's just trying to, you know, she's experiencing life, just so energetic about life and everything that's going on. But it don't stop. It's constant. And then even when she do, like lay down and take a nap or something, you really can't even count that. You really can't even count it. Because you so still wired up and twisted, you don't know what to do. You almost want to hit her in the head and wake her up. No, not really, but you know what I mean. This is from 1937. That building, WPA. I Googled WPA. It's one of those government-funded projects. It got people back to work in 1937. They built a lot of stuff, infrastructure, a lot. Sidewalks and buildings. I like this legacy building. So you're starting to see all this stuff is starting to look a little older. Maybe a little bit less invested in. And then when you cross the line, when you really cross the line into Youngstown, whoo, you could just see a drop. You could just literally a drop in investment or money or aesthetics to buildings. Shit, a lot of them abandoned and torn down and on this street. In fact, one time, you know, sometime I'll take granddaughter that way. And the last time I did it, I was like, you know what? Ain't nothing really happening going this way. You know, because I wanted to see stuff. And I wanted, you know, to be, you know, looking around doing stuff. But going that way, it wasn't really nothing. And I can see how she'd have been, you know, she'd get bored. At least going this way, there's always something. A storefront or some kind of, even, you know, mannequins or just stuff. A lot of hills here too. It's not as flat as where I'm used to. California. Southern California is pretty much flat. You got hills here. I even think the south side is on a hill. Older building. You can see the building starting to get older. Less renovated. Closer to the Youngstown line you get. In fact, I remember one time, there was a Popeyes, like Midlothian I believe is the dividing line between Youngstown and Boardman. You know, two different cities, two different jurisdictions, two different governments. And let's just say this. The DeBartolo family, the Bartolo, the people who own the 49ers, reside in Boardman. So you know, that tells you right there what Boardman is going to be about. The owner of the San Francisco 49ers is from Boardman. Their headquarters right there in Boardman. In fact, when I walk out the Hertz rental car, I walk right past the headquarters. So you know Boardman is going to be at a certain level of something. Youngstown, through its years of mafia and corruption and this and that, suffered. It's probably still suffering the effects of that. So literally, when you walk across the street, it's like a different jurisdiction, different everything. To the point one time, Popeyes was on one side of Midlothian, and they moved across the street to the other side. And of course, I was like, what? You know, I made something out of it. But it didn't like go from Youngstown to Boardman or something like that. Somebody told me, you know, they worked it out or something to where it didn't really go from Youngstown to Boardman like that. They kept his jurisdiction or something. Because in Youngstown, South Side, there are no grocery stores. You gotta leave Youngstown to get a grocery store. There are like literally no grocery stores. You gotta go to Austintown, Liberty, Boardman, et cetera, et cetera. So if you live on the South Side, where I grew up, it's like a food desert. And they tried to make a grocery store over there out of a building that I thought had been abandoned for 50 years. Cold cuts. We see cold cuts. Well, a long time ago. It's been abandoned for like 50 years or so. And somebody opened it and they put like a grocery store where you go get food or pick up food there, because people in that area, there is no food. You know, people live in that area, there is no. You gotta go to Liberty or Boardman or Austintown or something.
That's a genius move.
Yeah. So, what was I saying? Youngstown had outdoor park. I mean, Youngstown used to be booming. Youngstown used to be the place to be. Everybody from Glenn Dorsey, James Brown, Smokey Robinson, everybody. Ella Fitzgerald, they got pictures of Ella Fitzgerald. Everybody came to Youngstown. In the day. And I'll say it again, I'll say it one more time. We had one of the top 10 roller coasters in the world, a Wildcat. I grew up riding one of the best roller coasters on the planet. I'm proud of that. And I think the largest man-made park, Mill Creek Park, is here too. And I didn't know Mill Creek Park was man-made. I thought it was real. It's not, it's man-made. I guess, it's real, but you know. And here's, Trump supporter. The thing back here, Trump supporters too are vocal. And I like it back here because they'll speak up and defend themselves. But you see that Killing Field sign? What they're talking about is there was a lot of, Trump 2024, there was a lot of, there's too many deer. So they let hunters hunt down in Mill Creek Park. And a lot of people were against that. So I guess I said we're calling it Mill Creek Park killing fields. They let a lot of those deer, it's overpopulated. So they let them hunt a little. And back here, some people, Republicans are, you know, they can speak up. They're not afraid to, in California, they just be quiet. You know, ain't no sense in them even voicing their opinion. It's most of the companies out there, most of the advertising, most of the everything. You know, you just might as well just keep quiet about your beliefs. You know, even if you're Christian or like that, it's better just you chill out. People say musicians lose jobs, you know, unless they know you, they'll be leery of you because you have this belief or you believe that way. You know, or somebody might even, not quite blackball you, but, you know, be like, hey, you know, he's a Trump person, I don't want him, you know, on our set or whatever. But back here they speak out. Did I talk about granddaughter yet? About how it's important to have your time away? Because I got here, right? So I got here, she was here. So, and I was tired after flying all night, tired, you know, hungry, whatever. You know, if I got there, started playing with her. Once you start playing with her, adrenaline goes up, you know, we having a good time. When I finally got pizza and got this and got that, got on the scale, I was 210. That was Saturday morning. Monday night, I'm 220. Now, both of those are anomaly weights. The real weight is probably somewhere 215, 216, 217 or something like the real weight. And that's being high, it might even be lower than that. The real weight might even be lower than that. But it's an indication of trend. 210 to 220 let you know. So hey. And then we see when you come down the side street like this, you see these beautiful houses. This is a nice street. This street stayed nice. You should see the street where I grew up on. Oh my God. This street stayed nice. This street stayed really nice. Now that you look at it. Wow. My God. I'm just noticing. I mean, I've walked down, you know how many times I've walked down this street? I just really noticed how nice it stayed. I wonder how much the houses probably go about 150, 200,000 here. These are like probably 4 or 5 bedroom houses, basement, attic. You know, why am I whispering? Because that's the kind of neighborhood you're in. You're in that kind of neighborhood to where you wanna, you know, you have that respect, to where you lower your voice and you get into it, you know. You know, it's quiet. Love the trees. See the houses. They're doing some renovating there. Like how they doing those steps. You see that, how they doing the steps? They doing the steps. It's like a platform. I love these trees here. You have all those trees in your yard one day, and them trees fall. I got pictures of some trees that fell. Them trees are big. Trees ain't no joke. You think you know, that tree, look at this tree. If one of them trees falls, boom, that little house is done. And these trees get old and unhealthy, and they crack, and they poof. And the wind back here, you have thunderstorms. The time I came home from the P-Funk show, there was a thunderstorm and tornado advisories and stuff, 80 miles an hour winds, lightning. Wind was blowing the car. I was sitting in the parking lot, wind was blowing the car. I got scared. I mean, I was like, oh my God. Shoot. These trees ain't no joke. Weather back here ain't no joke. See, look at this tree. Look how big that tree is. If that thing come down on that house, what you think is gonna happen? And the roots can get a certain way, or it snaps, or whatever. I'm just saying. Yeah, this is a nice neighborhood. Even this street, look at that up there. Yeah, this is, and then when you come around here, to where my daughter lived. Her house is nice, and this house is nice, in the corner, and literally, they're definitely making it better. They are definitely improving it. But you could see there's a drop off, a slight drop off. Okay, maybe more than even slight. But see, this looks good. See, it's not bad. But I tell you, this is still way better than where I grew up. Still way better than the south side, Dewey Street where I grew up, that area. See, they just renovated that house. This is my daughter's house. All these houses are nice, see? Street is nice. See, look at the curbs and the sidewalks. Oh, she got out there, she put the garbage out. Go ahead. She awake? They awake? Is she here? Big old car. Can you see Kari? Anyway, I guess I gotta. Swing on y'all 2 times. For me, for the funk. And for every elementary particle that's ever existed in any atom, in this or any universe that ever was, is, or will be. The totality of it all, theory of universe. Hypothesis of all, a grasshopper. Hypothesis of all as one. My name is Jeffery.